Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. It is Monday and this is one of my favorite Monday rituals is roasting our coffee for the week. If you are new here, 3 of our daughters are adopted from the Congo in Africa, and we waited for them for about a week in Ethiopia before we brought them home. We actually just passed their 10-year homecoming anniversary, and that made me think of this coffee all over again. They roast it fresh every single morning and serve it to you freshly roasted and ground, and it was the highlight of a long week of waiting to be reunited with our girls. So they've been home for 10 years and they are such a blessing to our family. These are Yirgacheffe Ethiopian coffee beans. I order them green from Amazon, and it takes about 30 minutes to roast them over medium, stirring them pretty constantly in a cast iron skillet until they have cracked 2 times, and then you let them get to the depth and darkness that you prefer as far as a dark roast. And I do this once a week. I do about 1.5 pounds of coffee a week. We have 5 coffee drinkers in our house right now. And here I have tossed it to release the chaff into the wind, and I'm letting it cool before I jar it up for the week. It's late in the afternoon. I'm trying to get supper on the table, and I'd like to get this video published this afternoon, but I wanted to bring you into the greenhouse and just kind of show you where I'm at. I plan on doing a more in-depth video later this week on my seeds and what I'm planting this year, but I'm just going to show you what I've started so far. This whole tray back here are bulb onions. There's red and yellow, or purple, however you want to say it. To me, they're purple. This is the first year that I have successfully started onions from seed. I use 2 whole packs, and there's quite a few in each seed cell tray. It'll be interesting. I need to give these a haircut. But I just watered them again today. I moved everything to the greenhouse this weekend because we had a party at our house and I needed to clear off the porch table. We've got Brussels sprouts over here. I had a major fail with my celery seeds in these 3 rows right there. And then these are all spicy peppers. I think they are all cayenne because I want to do a bunch of cayenne peppers this year and be able to make our own cayenne pepper powder. Back here I've got eggplant and spinach. I believe these are the spinach and these are the eggplant. And I actually just received some Happy Mail today. I ordered some are they 4-inch or 6-inch cups to up pot a bunch of these. These are all bell peppers. And I decided to make my life easier this year, and I am not labeling any of my varieties. That may make some of you gasp, but I just decided it's not worth it. I end up losing track every year for one reason or another because I plant so many varieties and so many plants. And so I'm just going to go with it and we'll see. So I'll have a whole bunch of big slicers tomatoes, a whole bunch of paste tomatoes, and a few cherries. And then I'll have a whole bunch of sweet peppers and a small variety of spicy ones, and we'll just go with it. And then I started all of these seeds today as well. So I don't even remember. So I think these 2 whole trays are tomatoes. One's big slicers and one are mostly paste with just a few cherry tomatoes thrown in. And then there is a whole, both of those trays are different cucumbers, squashes, pumpkins. And then these larger ones right here are melons, watermelons, and cantaloupe. And I only did like maybe 2 plants per cell, and we'll just see how they germinate. And then I can kind of up pot from there. These may not need to be up potted before it's time to plant them out. We are actually very likely beyond our last frost already. Isn't that crazy? Hello, Piper. It is March 17th, And we have not had a frost since the 1st of March, and there is nothing close to a frost in the 2-week forecast. And then we're just about in April, and then our chances are just about completely gone. So I am super excited. And then this was supposed to be the rest of my seed project for today, and those 5 seed containers are all flowers. I'm doing a whole bunch of zinnias and sunflowers and poppies and nasturtium, probably some marigold, just a whole bunch of flowers. And these 2 72 cell trays are just the beginning. And I'm so excited to get these started. I look forward to sharing with you our garden transformation. In fact, I'll give you a sneak peek right now. It is still very much in process. We covered our garden this year over the winter with like a silage tarp in efforts to kill off weed seeds. Then we're going to till it up a bit and cover it again so that everything that comes back to the surface will be killed. I want to show you these too. I have 4 grapevines that I need to get in the ground, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. All right, hang on. Let me show you the garden. Okay, for some perspective, our home is right here. You come off the back porch, and our garden, it's a terrible time of day to be pointing at the garden. Our garden is right here. Normally it is fenced off completely, and the dimensions have been, I believe, about like 32 by 65 or 70 maybe. I don't know. It's big. It's about 2,000 square feet. However, Josh pulled all the fencing out when we laid down the silage tarp. So the top part is white and then the underside is black. You can, what your goals are depends on which color you put up, black or white. Anyways, he has put in these massive posts. This entrance right here is at an angle. We're going to do an arched arbor type thing at the entry gate. And this is just where we'll walk in. I plan on putting some climbing roses around there. And he is going to line the entire interior of the garden with raised beds. So raised beds will go all the way around the interior of the garden, and he's actually taking a little of my square footage off the end over there in order to do the dimensions just right so he doesn't have to purchase any new cattle panels. So what we're going to do is the bottom part of the garden all the way around will be the edge of the raised beds, and then on top of the raised beds he will put a cattle panel that goes all the way to the top, and this is going to be nice and high. These are like, I don't even know, I need to ask Josh. To me, they seem like they're about 7 feet tall. They're really tall. And it'll be enough to where we can put the chickens in the gardens in the winter if we'd like, and they won't be able to fly out because it'll be high enough. It'll also be deer proof. It's fantastic. So, and hopefully this is something that we will not have to change again for a long time. I'm really looking forward to having some raised bed options to put my potatoes in and my root crops, carrots, beets, radishes, and just to be able to weed easier. And as we get older, having some raised beds will be very convenient. And then I just plan on doing long rows for all of my other crops in the center, between all the raised beds. So that's where my tomatoes and peppers will be, cucumbers. We will have still like a big bean tunnel. I love the bean tunnel. We will do that again this year, and we will let some of our climbing squashes and such go up the bean tunnel, along with the beans, of course. Anyway, so I look forward to showing you more progress. Hopefully we're going to spend a nice long Saturday out here. One other huge change that he is going to implement when he finishes with the posts, there will be a big double gate on that side that he can drive the tractor into the garden. We don't have a tractor. My parents have a small tractor and we borrow it. They live right there through the woods. And we just borrow it to bring in compost and extra wood chips and such. And that is going to be massively convenient. I'm not entirely sure how he's going to do that double gate to make it where it's still as high as the rest of the fencing around the garden, but I'm excited to see. He is a really great planner, and when he's got a vision, I try to step back and just let him go with it, because the end result is always great. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. This was just a quick little garden update. I wanted to show you the seeds that I'd started, and I look forward to sharing more as we get further into spring. Thanks for watching.